The daughters of Anne of Bohemia and Hungary. Eleanor. Eleanor was the 8th child and 6th daughter out of 15 children. Her father was Ferdinand I of Holy Roman Emperor, and her mother was Anne of Bohemia and Hungary. Eleanor was married off to William I, Duke of Montana, on the 16th of April, 1561. When Eleanor's daughter, Anne Catherine, was 5, she became severely ill and nearly died. She caught a fever and her extremities began to swell, so she was very ill. Eleanor and William reached out to the Virgin Mary, praying that their daughter would get better, and she did get better, and she had a good education. Eleanor died on the 5th of August 1594 at the age of 59. She had been a widow since 1587. When her husband died, she was one of the last children of Anne and Ferdinand alive at the time. Her only other sibling alive at the time of her death was her brother Ferdinand II, who died only 1 year after her. Eleanor and William had 3 children together: Vincent, Margarita Gonzaga, and Anne Catherine. The next daughter who was born was Margaret. Archduchess Margaret was born in Saarbrück on the 16th of February 1536. She was the 7th daughter and the 9th child of Ferdinand I, Holy Roman Emperor, and Anne of Bohemia and Hungary. Margaret had a strict and religious upbringing. Margaret and her older sister Magdalena had long expressed to remain unmarried in the future and create a community of religious women, which their father had a bad time accepting. After his death in 1564, they both became nuns in Hall, Tyrol, of Country Tyrol, founding the Ladies' Convent of Hall, under the supervision of Society of Jesus, with her sisters Magdalena and Helena. The next child Anne gave birth to was Barbara. Barbara was born in Vienna on the 30th of April 1539. She was the 11th child and 8th daughter of Ferdinand and Anne. On her father's side, she was the granddaughter of King Philip I of Castile and Juana or Joanna of Castile, who was known to history as the Mad. On her mother's side, she was the granddaughter of King Vladislas II of Hungary and Anne of Foxy-Candel. In the winter of 1547, the widowed Emperor Ferdinand I entrusted all his unmarried daughters to the care of nuns in the monastery of Saarbrück, where Barbara lived until her marriage. Being raised by nuns, Barbara received a very and deeply religious Catholic upbringing. In 1560, Barbara was considered a wife for Guglielmo Gonzaga, Duke of Montana, who later married her sister Eleanor. In the end, she married Alfonso II d'Este, Duke of Ferrara, Mondea, and Rodrigo. In July of 1565, Barbara first saw Alfonso for the first time, who visited in Saarbrück to get to know her. In November of the same year, her and her younger sister Joanna arrived in Trento, where Pope Vivius IV sent his legates to conduct a double marriage ceremony. The marriage ceremony was renewed because of the grooms had conflict. 1st of December 1565, Barbara arrived in Ferrara, and on the 5th of December she was married to Alfonso. The wedding celebrations, during which a temple of love was built and a grand tournament took place, lasted until December 9th. Despite not speaking the Italian language, her and her husband enjoyed a complete and understanding marriage, and they had no children. Barbara died of tuberculosis in Ferrara on the 19th of September 1572.